Hey YouTube, what's going on today? Today I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different. I'm away from my desk. I'm in my kitchen. Excuse my cats, they're pretty loud. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make food when you have no food in the house. Now obviously you're going to have food in your house. I'm going to be showing you how to make food out of what, little food you have, okay? So first we're going to look in the cabinets. We're going to see what we can find, all right? Looking in here, what do we have? Tuna. Not really feeling tuna. I don't really like eating dented cans, so we're not having that. Cocktail cherries, I guess I could eat, but not today. Liquid IV, maybe. Okay, we have rice. Rice is pretty filling. We're gonna use rice in our dish. All right, one thing of ramen noodles. I think we can work with this. Also found some frozen Swiss cheese, and we have a couple eggs left. So I think we can make a meal out of all this. First things first, whatever takes the longest, you must cook first. So we're gonna start with the rice. Usually it takes about 10 minutes to cook rice. 1 part rice to 2 parts water, and once it starts boiling, just let it simmer. So we're gonna start with the rice. We have a pot here. We're not gonna use a whole cup because that's kind of a lot, maybe half a cup. My measuring cup's dirty, so I'm just using this to measure. That's probably good. So we're gonna put that into our pot. Now we're gonna fill it back up that line twice. But first, you gotta rinse your rice, okay? You don't want dirty rice. So pretty much just run water over the rice, give it a swirling motion like this. This is a big pot for rice, I know, but that's what I got. So yeah, so just water, run it through like this. You're gonna see it really like gray and nasty looking. Just keep rinsing it until that's all out, and then you fill it up with the right amount of water. I ended up doubling the amount of rice I used because it didn't really look like that much. So I just put twice as much. So now we got the pot on the stove. We're putting it on high until it starts boiling. Once it starts boiling, drop it down to low, put the lid on, let it simmer. Make sure your lid has a vent hole for rice. You want that steam coming up. If it doesn't, you can just offset the lid a little bit, so it's like, instead of just flat on it, put it a little bit offset so steam has room to escape, if you know what I mean. So now I just put it on simmer. It was just heating. I had a secondary camera up, but it wasn't working. So all I've done so far is put some butter, some garlic powder, some onion powder. I'm skipping salt because there's so much salt in ramen noodle. But I'm gonna add a little bit of other seasonings. We have our rice simmering. We got it seasoned, we got it buttered, we got it pretty much ready to go. It just has to sit for a little bit longer. Next up, we're gonna be working on the ramen noodles. I'm just gonna throw them in a pan and boil them like that because I'm using my pot. My other ones are dirty. I don't feel like cleaning them. Sorry, my cats are in heat right now. I don't know why they keep coming in here and yelling. Nobody wants to fuck you! Okay, I think I told them off. Okay, we now have water in a pan for the ramen. While we wait on that, take the time to, Jesus Christ. There's like water on the bottom of the pan, so it's like making sizzling sounds on the stove. While we're waiting on that to, heat up, let's go ahead and clean up all our mess so we have room to work. The last thing you want is to like be cooking, making some shit, and then your elbow fucking knocks over your cup and spills shit everywhere. You know what I mean? While we wait, we hydrate. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That wine is for cooking purposes only. Do not drink under the legal age in your area. Now, as your rice sits, make sure you let it sit, but also don't forget to fluff it every once in a while. Don't be constantly stirring it because it's not gonna have the time to steam and properly cook all the way through. But also don't just let it sit and get stuck. Make sure you move shit around and incorporate all the flavors together. I never really, can you get the fuck out of here, please? No one really ever really taught me how to cook. My dad taught me a little, things here and there, mostly like grill stuff. But for the most part, I really taught myself. So a lot of times growing up, I had to make dinner for my family because my mom would work late nights and stuff. So I just kind of just do it in trial and error. So don't really say, oh, I don't know how to cook, or oh, I'm not good at cooking. Because yeah, no one is. Gordon Ramsay fucking sucked when he first started. You mess up enough times, you learn how to do it the right way, right? You know, I've never made, what the fuck am I even making right now? I'm just throwing shit together. I'm gonna start a hinge for my cat, cause she won't stop trying to fuck everything. Go on, say what you need to say. Okay. Now I'm contaminated, so I need to wash my hands. Hands are washed. My water's starting to, shit, sorry guys. My water's starting to boil. You can kind of see the steam coming off. I wish my other camera wasn't messed up. It's really my phone, but I'm out of storage, so I can't really record anything. But I'll just, you know, go POV mode in a second here to show you, you know, some other stuff. Okay, so we got our water boiling for the ramen. I'll go ahead and show you guys the rice, what we're at so far with this. Still a little wet, so that by the time our ramen noodle's done, that'll be done too. Okay, so now we have our boiling water. Grab ramen. Make sure you get, like, I know I just found this in my cabinet, but next time you go to the store, make sure you get fucking Maruchan ramen, okay? Don't get that Nissan shit, okay? This is the good stuff, and it's like 40 cents per pack, right? So, personal preference, some people like to, you know, break their noodles and, you know, break their noodles, or cut them. I like keeping it whole. Take the packet out, set it aside. Just pop the whole thing in. Oh, fucking Christ. You know, get noodles all over your fucking countertop because you just threw the shit in there like a fucking idiot. So look, when you make ramen in a pan like this, you have to make sure you flip it, you know, after it cooks a little bit so it can get both sides because it's not fully submerged, right? So after, you know, it goes a little bit, flip it, make sure you're incorporating it everywhere. And yes, I'm using the same spoon I used for the rice, okay? It's not fucking raw meat. It's not gonna cross-contaminate, it's fine. Also, I fucking love this brand. It's called Time and Table. I don't know if you can really see it. It's called Time and Table. Such a good brand. That's the same brand as this. Literally like all the cooking supplies I get is Time and Table now because they're just so fucking good. Please sponsor me. Eventually, you're gonna get to a point where you can just kind of split this bitch in half, like that, and boom. Now we let that sit for a little bit. Now once you pretty much got your ramen noodles cooked, I like how I'm saying this like I've made this before. I'm speaking off like experience making these things separately, and I'm putting them together. But you know, I've had rice soup before, like rice. Fucking Christ, I've had rice in soup before. So ramen noodle soup, I feel like it could work. I haven't been to the store, so what are you gonna do? So anyways, when your ramen's pretty much done, it should be like al dente. You know if it's al dente, if it, you know, when it's like a little bit chewy, it's not fully like discolored yet. It's almost done. I don't want to see you throwing no ramen noodles against the fucking wall. That doesn't mean it's done, okay? That just means it's dried a little bit. You can get a fully cooked noodle, throw it against the wall, and it'll bounce right off. It's just because it's a little tacky because it's dry. Like, because it's dried like after it's cooked. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Throwing it against the wall doesn't mean it's cooked. That's what I'm trying to say. Bro, packet of ramen noodles. Oh, motherfucker. Ramen or ramen, however the fuck you pronounce it. I think it's ramen, but some people say ramen. Anyways, throw your, you know, flavor packet in there. Then next up, our frozen Swiss cheese. Now, one of our fridges that we have is broken and it freezes everything. Sorry, the cheese got frozen. Luckily, I put the fucking egg in a different fridge. Okay, I kind of just destroyed that cheese, but it should be fine. So we're gonna throw that all together. So anyways, once all this cheese is pretty much melted, we're gonna go ahead and throw this into here. I'm not gonna clean this pan yet, I'm gonna use that. Anyways, so I'm just gonna, at this point, just mix all this shit together. Little trick, you add a little bit of water to your pan so it'll steam the egg better. You're gonna add it to the bowl. Final product. Looks kind of like fucking porridge or some shit. Now what we do is we're gonna add the egg. Oh yeah, Santa approved. Right, now it's time for a good old taste test. Cracking in. Got a nice runny yolk. I'm kind of nervous, not gonna lie. You know, it's not that bad actually. Probably could have let the rice cook a little bit longer. It's a bit chewy. It's like a risotto. It's like a nice risotto. But taste-wise, dude, it's pretty good. Yeah, bro, it's actually kind of bussin'. Well, there you go. Sorry for the flashing, that's my fucking thermostat. There you go, man. Fucking ramen and rice. Not a bad combo. If you don't have much food in the house, this is a good little thing. We really made something out of nothing here. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps out a lot. Comment down below what I should make next. You know, and you can subscribe so you can watch the next ones, right? Go check out one of these other videos that are posted up right here. And I'm going to go finish this.